Okay, to business news now. Some more fallout for Boeing. Good morning to you, Mike.
Yeah, good morning, Melanie. The Boeing company is taking out ads in all of the major newspapers this morning. They've got some commentary coming from the CEO, Dennis Muhlenberg, on the Boeing website expressing sympathy, condolence, apologizing for the recent airline disasters, the Lion Air crash and the Ethiopian Airlines crash involving Boeing 787 MAX jets. Muhlenberg saying that safety is the company's #1 priority. They are still trying to figure out exactly what went wrong and to make those planes safe for the skies. Talking about the software fix that has been in the works. Still no timeline as to when the 737 will be back recertified for airlines around the world. Boeing is losing an order, though, on those jets. An Indonesian carrier this morning has announced it is pulling an order for 47 of those aircraft. It's worth about $5 billion U.S. We're looking this morning as well at red flags coming from the federal budget from the credit rating agencies that are looking over Canada's books. The Fitch credit rating agency saying that when you tack on all of the deficit spending that the Liberal government announced this week in Ottawa, combined with the provincial debt loads, well, that is not necessarily consistent with a AAA credit rating, and that is a warning from Fitch that is saying that if the economy were to turn lower, that could put some serious pressure on the Canadian debt financing. It could lead to a credit rating downgrade, which would be a major blow. Of course, the U.S. had its credit rating downgrade after the economic crisis almost a decade ago, but nevertheless, a warning about piling on more debts on various levels of government. European Union agreeing to a delay in the Brexit proceedings, pushed back to May 22nd, an extra 2 months for Theresa May and her government to get some sort of a divorce deal done. There's also talk that there could be even a second referendum within the UK to basically just negate this whole idea of separating from the European Union. And it looks as though New York Stock Exchange is going to get one of the biggest initial public stock sales this year, with sources saying Uber, the ride-hailing company, is looking at the NYSE for its stock listing, which could be worth billions of dollars, as Uber has a value of around $100 billion. Could also be looking at Pinterest going to the New York Stock Exchange, and Roger, of course, Lyft, the other ride-hailing company, is going to the NASDAQ. So they're all angling for these big stock sales, which, of course, bring in billions upon billions of dollars for investors, the companies, and the brokers that do the sales. Have a good weekend.
It's not going to be me. How many instant billionaires do you think there'll be with the Uber one?
There's a few insiders at that company who are going to do very well.
Very, very, very well.
Yes.
All right. We'll be back at work on Monday, won't we, Mike?
Pretty much.
All right, sir. Have a great weekend.
You too.
Coming up after the break, we are